Hello everyone, and today I will be reading an Arlecchino Executor by me. So let's get into it. You don't seem very well, my darling. Is anything bothering you? Arlecchino had asked one day, as the two of you sat side by side. You were looking at the stars above and trying to relax a little bit. But Arlecchino was nothing if not observant. She knew very well what you were going through. Although you were not exactly telling her anything, but she could tell whatever it was making you miserable, and she had to figure it out. Who was the cause of your sadness and your worries? After all, it's her job as your partner to take good care of you, and she will make sure to attend to that in all aspects she sees that matter. Arlecchino, I am fine. There is nothing for you to worry about. You tell her, but she's not having it. She turns towards you, taking your hand gently within hers. Her sharp nails trace your palm before she gives your hand a gentle squeeze, her eyes piercing into yours. I am not interested in games, Ryan. I would much rather you tell me the truth, as worrying as it might be. After all, I will find out in the end. Arlecchino, I told you many times, there is nothing for you to find out or worry about. You're concerning yourself over nothing. It seems you're adopting my observations, Ryan. But darling, don't you think I'm worried about you? I'm only saying that because I'm concerned. After all, I'm not the one who is being so avoidant as of late. It is you. I honestly find it rather worrying that you're hiding so much from me, and yet you insist on hiding. So what is it, Ryan? What could possibly make you act up like this? Arlecchino? Enough. I don't want more questions about this. I... I need a break, you said. Arlecchino was not offended, though she was a little bit hurt. She knew whatever it had to be something important, something that scared you. So she knew she would just have to do a little bit more digging to find out what it could possibly be, and to prevent it from ruining your life and your days any longer. And thus it began, a more intensive investigation of what exactly was going on. And although it could not be properly called an investigation, it was one of sorts, until she found out the rumors. And as she walked around in your neighborhood, passing by your home, and she had the bright idea of standing outside, maybe watching what your family's doing, how you are acting, and trying to figure out if it was a problem at home, because that's what it seemed to be. And it turns out she was right. From the little clues she's gathered, and the way that there's been yelling ever since she stood out, there was something horrible going on within there. And she couldn't wait to just know what and be able to deal with it as swiftly as possible. It was all until she heard a scream coming from your room. She was standing right underneath your window. There was a sound of something breaking, and it seemed to be like there was a fight going on within there. And that worried her greatly, and she felt as though she'd have to intervene. And nothing was holding her back. She was not scared of making that move and getting found out by you. At best, she would make up a lie about why she was here, and at worst, you would find out. But either way, it was for the grand purpose of knowing how to help you with whatever it was you were going through. And when she knocked on the door, your father stood, and he looked rather disgruntled. You, what are you doing here? Your father growled at her. He didn't know she was the harbinger, the knave, and she had no intention of letting him know. Arlecchino did not pay him any mind, shooing him away from the entrance and going inside. I have heard some ruckus. What is going on? How dare you enter like that? Your father seemed to be angry, trying to lay a hand on her. And that's when she held him by the wrist, digging her nails into his skin. I asked you a question, and I expect your swift answer. Tell me, what have you done to my Anne? And there was a thin line of red dripping from his skin. His wrist, not bloodied as you left him. He was rather stunned. The power and aura she carried, and she paid him no mind in the end, ascending the staircase and going to your room. And it seems like she was right. What she was fearing was true in the end. Bruises on your face, tears streaming down your cheeks, and you seemed shocked, your eyes wide when you looked at her. Arlecchino? What brought you here? I didn't mean for you to see me like this. It's not like what you think. You try to tell her, but she shakes her head, her expression ultimately gentle, as she carries you into her arms. It will be all right, darling. I know you're far too kind and thus will not agree with my methods, so I will not be doing something to your family without your permission. She looked towards your stunned father, a glare in her piercing eyes. And you may consider it an act of kindness, and it will be your last bit of kindness you will see from me. I am not kind. You're just so lucky that I care about what my aunt wants so much, she said as she walked away. And that day, she took you to her home, taking care of your wounds, kissing over them gently, and holding you as you slept in her arms. A lot of things that went wrong, a lot of them. But right now, she'll make sure nobody does wrong by you again, and nobody shall dare hurt you. Not when she's with you like this.